Welcome to my new house. This is the Orange Show. Look, I painted a whole freaking room just for the set of the Orange Show. Kind of. We actually painted every room in the house a different color of the rainbow because rainbows are cooler than snowbows.
Red,
orange,
yellow,
green,
blue,
violet. For the inaugural Orange Show in the new house, I want to keep close to the theme of art and creativity, which is kind of the common thread in the Orange Show. Because of the heady topic, I'm still debating whether or not to put a pair of boobs in the video thumbnail. Just kidding, you guys are better than that. If you're interested in meaningful discussions about art and media and clickbait cats doing cute things, literature,
be viral.
some of you may have heard of the concept of brain crack. It's something that Zay Frank came up with. You know Zay Frank, the pioneer of modern video blogging and the creator of my second favorite YouTube video ever, Teddy Bear Operation. Brain crack is when you come up with an outstanding idea that you're immediately completely obsessed with. Say you're a musician and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna write a rock opera about a space bounty hunter penguin who saves the world from a giant global warming nuclear missile that threatens to melt the polar ice caps called the Titanium Evaporator Device Cruiser Missile, or TED Cruise for short. And for a little while you spend hours just being excited about the idea. And then for the next couple of days you spend literally minutes trying to get it started, because the vast majority of your time is just spent thinking about the idea, planning it, outlining it, telling people how awesome it's going to be. Fast forward 2 months, the Penguin Rock Opera, not done. You don't even have one song. Why? Because you brain cracked the idea. You thought so long about how perfect the project is going to be that you got addicted to the concept, and now you're afraid to try to execute it in case you disappoint yourself. So you never do it. But here's what I have to say. I don't think brain crack is that much of a thing. I don't think it happens that often. At least I don't think it happens nearly as often as brain caffeine. What's brain caffeine, you might ask? Well, it's similar to brain crack, but kind of the opposite. It too starts with an exciting, awesome idea. But instead of getting addicted to the idea and hyping up the perfection in your mind, the idea immediately has diminishing returns. Never again to be as shiny and glossy and covered in edible cupcake glitter as it once was. Sometimes only hours after coming up with your ace in the hole idea, you increasingly think it's the dumbest thing you've ever come up with. Coincidentally, my ace in the hole idea was this performance art piece where I take playing cards and stick them up my, you know what, the more I think about it, the less I think people would pay to see that, because the idea gets worse exponentially. You have a quick brain caffeine high and then you crash. Suddenly your ace in the hole idea seems more like a two of clubs in the hole idea, or a bent up 4 from an old beat up deck of Garfield war cards. I know brain crack, brain caffeine start out the same and end the same, with you getting excited and then not wanting to do the thing. But it's not the same. You don't become addicted to the idea, which is where brain crack got its name. It's a problem where you become chronically repulsed by your cool project ideas. Oh, I'll build a treehouse with a reading nook and bookshelves carved into the tree trunk. Yeah, I'll start that tomorrow. Although it would take a lot of time. The books would get wet when it rained, and I'd probably never even use it. And it would make my yard look dumb. And I kind of hate treehouses. What kind of idiot wants a treehouse anyway? Now in my experience, I do usually end up doing the thing because it was a good idea to start. Just caffeine crashed on it and all the newness wore off before I could finish the product. And the worst thing about brain caffeine is when you're actually pulling the idea off and nailing it, but you still feel unfulfilled. Because you've already got a totally new cup of brain caffeine in your mind, and now you're totally jacked up on it. The scrapbook I'm working on is cool, but I really just want to get started on that website dedicated to cool Peter Dinklage links, Dinklage linkage. The project idea that made me think of making this video was a song idea inspired by a song I heard on the podcast Welcome to Night Vale. I don't remember what it was now, but it gave me the idea to write this song about a corporation that abducts somebody and brainwashes them and turns them into a spy, and even saying it now, it sounds corny and forced and like I'm trying too hard to be serious. But I'm gonna write the effing song. I just won't enjoy making it as much anymore, because I have literally 5 other ideas of music albums I want to make. Not counting the Penguin Rock Opera, but definitely counting an album of spoken word Spice Girls covers. Let me try to start the song now on film. Let me try to come up with a little ditty to get this song started while I'm thinking about it. Okay, I hate it. Have you ever had brain caffeine? Tell me what your idea was in the comments below. Subscribe to my videos and tell your friends to do it too. If they really love you, they'll do it. Promise them you'll give them $1, but then don't. You need that money for potato chips. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you got something in your brain that is a good idea, then you make sure you write it on the back of your hand, so you can say, I know this idea like the back of my hand.